A clothing iron is essential if you want to keep your clothes neat and wrinkle-free while traveling, but the big question is, can you bring a clothing iron on a plane? Let's dive deeper into whether or not you can bring a clothing iron in your carry-on and some tips for traveling with irons to keep your clothes looking sharp on the go. What's allowed in carry-on? Generally, clothing irons are allowed in both carry-on and checked baggage, but when it comes to carry-ons, the TSA officer has the final say. It's recommended to place large and bulky irons in your checked bag to avoid any hassle. Here's the deal. While most irons are allowed, certain types, especially with larger plates, might trigger security alarms. Why? Well, some can be used as weapons, which means extra screening at security. Tip: travel-sized irons are usually safe to bring in your carry-on. They're compact and easy to get through security without any issues. TSA Responses. I checked Twitter to get some TSA insights. One traveler, Uday, asked about bringing a clothes iron in a carry-on, and the TSA responded saying it's okay as long as it's free from any liquids. However, there is a catch. Another traveler, Aaron, received a response from TSA that while irons aren't specifically on the prohibited list, security officers still have the right to deny any item if it causes concern, like triggering alarms. The advice? Pack it in checked baggage for peace of mind. Types of irons and where to pack them. When it comes to packing irons, different types come with different rules. Steam generator irons are generally fine in both carry-on and checked baggage, but if you're carrying them on, make sure they're free of any liquids. Traditional or basic irons are allowed in both, too, but it's better to pack them in your checked baggage to avoid any potential delays or extra screening. They tend to be a little bulkier, and you don't want to risk them getting flagged during security. Mini irons are perfect for carry-on luggage. They're compact and easy to travel with, and you shouldn't face any issues getting them through security or stowing them in your bag. Automatic or larger irons, however, might not fit in your carry-on luggage. These types of irons are generally too large, and you should check with your airline about their size limits if you want to bring one along. Lastly, hanging irons also tend to be too large for carry-on bags, so it's best to pack them in your checked baggage. Packing a clothing iron in checked baggage. If you're opting to pack your clothing iron in your checked baggage, there are a few things you should keep in mind. First, always clean your iron and make sure there are no liquids left inside. You don't want to risk any leaks in your bag. Then, it's a good idea to wrap it in a protective bag or some clothing to prevent it from getting scratched or damaged during transport. If your iron has a removable cord, you can pack it separately in your carry-on. Most airlines don't mind cords and cables in carry-on bags, so this can help keep your iron safe and organized. Finally, if you're traveling internationally, make sure you're aware of the voltage requirements at your destination. If you're unsure, a universal travel adapter will make sure you can use your iron without any issues. Final thoughts. To wrap it up, while clothing irons are usually allowed on planes, there's a chance you could run into problems with larger irons in your carry-on. For a smooth journey, the best option is to pack any bulky irons in your checked baggage. But if you really don't want to deal with bringing your own, don't worry, most hotels have irons, laundry services are available, or you can travel with wrinkle-resistant clothing to save yourself the trouble. So, are you ready to pack your clothes iron, or are you going to skip it entirely? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to Travel Closely for more travel tips and hacks.